Chosen one, stop scrolling immediately. Do not let anything distract you for the next few minutes. Heaven has just unlocked a specific mandate over your life. A decree of sudden wealth was just signed in the unseen realm with your exact name on it. What you are about to hear was sealed until this exact second. You are meant to hear this. You did not find this message by accident. The timeline was intercepted to deliver this truth. Stay with me until the very end of this transmission, because in a few moments, I will release the exact divine instructions you must follow right now to step into this financial breakthrough. If you leave now, you walk away right before the vault opens. I need you to pause and listen closely. I know exactly what the last few months have felt like inside your body. You wake up exhausted before the day even begins. The pressure in your chest has been completely overwhelming lately. You have been lifting boulders just to survive, while everyone else seems to walk on a clear path. The financial drought has not been normal. You work harder than anyone else in the room. You give your absolute best every single day. And yet the provision always seems to slip right through your fingers at the last possible second. You sit in the quiet of your room wondering what you are doing wrong to deserve this constant lack. Let me speak absolute truth into your spirit right now. You are not doing anything wrong. You are not lazy. You are not cursed by some random string of bad luck. The incredible resistance you are facing is actually the highest form of spiritual confirmation. The enemy is in absolute panic mode about who you are rapidly becoming. He knows what deadline is approaching in the spiritual realm. He is terrified that you are finally about to discover the one missing link that unlocks your direct funding channel. The forces of delay have been working overtime this week. They want to keep you distracted and completely exhausted, so you miss this very moment. Take one slow breath right now, in through your nose and out through your mouth. Let that heavy energy completely dissolve. Whatever thought just tried to pull you away from this screen must be released immediately. You are standing at the very edge of the most massive paradigm shift of your entire existence. Do not look away. This sudden wealth is not just about paying your bills. It is not just about earthly comfort or buying material things. This is about establishing a permanent stronghold of freedom. You were chosen before you were even born to be the cycle breaker for your entire bloodline. The generational poverty literally stops with you today. I know how heavy the mantle of the chosen one truly is. You have been the spiritual pack mule for your family for decades. You absorb their pain and carry their burdens. You smile in public while your own soul feels like it is bleeding out in secret. Heaven has recorded every single tear you shed alone in the dark. The isolation you feel is not a punishment. The people who walked away from you did not leave because you are broken. They were removed because your spiritual frequency became too advanced. The universe had to clear the room so they could not drain the mega deposit that is about to fall right into your open hands. Listen to the sound of my voice. The season of waiting is officially over. The invisible barriers around your finances are crumbling into dust right at this very moment. You are no longer meant to just survive on the scraps of the matrix. You are meant to be the absolute gold standard of abundance for everyone you love. That sudden pressure you felt in your chest yesterday was not anxiety. It was the atmosphere violently shifting to make room for your new mandate. The wealth that is coming will completely bypass the normal logical systems. It will not make sense to the people who doubted you. It will look like absolute magic to them. But preparation without revelation is just empty pain. You must understand the exact nature of the spiritual war you have been fighting. If you do not recognize the weapon used against you, then you cannot disarm it. The enemy has hidden a specific trap in your daily routine to completely block your receiving channel. I am going to expose that exact trap before this transmission ends. I will show you how they manipulated your energy to keep your pockets empty. You must anchor your spirit and absorb every single word of this profound truth. The vault is unlocking right now, and you are the only one holding the combination to open it. You have always known you were different from the rest of the world. You look at the systems around you and see right through the imaginary rules. Everyone else blindly obeys. That incredibly deep knowing in your gut is the pioneer spirit crying out. It is the undeniable proof that you carry a much higher cosmic vibration. Do not let the matrix lull you back to sleep today. The algorithm will try to pull you away with mindless distractions. Fight the urge to scroll past this moment. Your angels fought a literal war in the unseen dimension to bring this specific prophetic decree across your screen. Stay deeply focused on this truth. Let us go deeper into what is really happening inside your body. The physical exhaustion you are feeling is not a medical mystery. It is a profound spiritual symptom. You sleep for 8 hours, but you wake up feeling like you fought a war all night long. The heaviness in your bones is incredibly real. You drag yourself out of bed and put on a brave face for the world. But the brave face is becoming harder to maintain every single day. Your shoulders ache with an invisible weight that nobody else can see. Sometimes you just sit in your car before walking into the house because you need 5 minutes to breathe. You are completely drained. The matrix demands your energy from the moment you open your eyes until you finally collapse. I need you to hear this truth and let it wash over you. You are suffering from profound soul exhaustion because you are carrying too much. You have willingly become the spiritual pack mule for everyone around you. When your friends are in crisis, they always come to you. You always know exactly what to say to pull them out of the dark. You are their constant safe haven. You pour your golden energy into healing their broken lives. You listen to their complaints and you absorb their toxic emotional waste, and they always leave feeling lighter while you are left feeling completely depleted. You do this because your heart is incredibly pure, but you are secretly drowning while you are busy acting as a lifeguard for everyone else in your life. Here is the most painful truth that you rarely admit out loud. When you are the one who is falling apart, there is nobody there to catch you. When your finances hit a wall, the room suddenly gets very quiet. The people who happily took your energy are completely invisible when you need a favor. You look around and realize you are fighting this massive battle entirely alone. The sudden silence of the people you helped is deeply heartbreaking. It makes you question your own worth and your own sanity. You wonder if you are just foolish for loving people so fiercely when they give nothing back. Let me stop that lie right now. Your fierce love is your greatest superpower, and it is the exact reason heaven chose you for this massive financial upgrade. You must understand why they abandon you in your darkest moments. They do not have the spiritual capacity to handle your heavy calling. They were only sent to be passengers on your journey for a short time. They are not meant to enter the promised land with you. Heaven is deliberately isolating you, so you do not share this coming wealth with people who will only drain it. Take a moment to let that reality settle into your spirit. The loneliness you feel right now is actually a divine shield of protection. The enemy wants you to feel rejected, so you will lower your vibration and sink into despair. He knows that a depressed chosen one cannot manifest the sudden jackpot of wealth. He wants you trapped in that dark room crying over fake friends. I need you to pay very close attention to this next part. Within the next 72 hours, an unexpected door is going to open. The enemy is going to send a very specific distraction wrapped up to look like a blessing. It might be a person from your past returning, or a sudden small crisis that demands your immediate attention. You must be incredibly vigilant right now. If you do not know the rule I am about to explain, you will walk right past your true breakthrough. This fake blessing is designed to steal your focus away from the mega deposit that heaven is preparing. It is a deliberate trap to keep you acting as a pack mule for another 10 years. I will tell you exactly how to recognize this trap before this video is over. You have spent years trying to figure out why success always skips over you. You watch people with half your talent and zero integrity build massive empires. They flaunt their wealth while you are counting pennies just to buy groceries. It feels incredibly unfair. It makes you angry at the universe for leaving you behind while you have been nothing but faithful and kind. But you are not being left behind by the universe at all. You are being held back on purpose like an arrow pulled deep into a bow. The tension you feel is the massive kinetic energy building up for your release. The people flaunting their quick money are playing a very small and temporary game. You are being prepared for a generational wealth transfer that will shock them. Do not let the physical pain and the brain fog convince you otherwise. The Matrix uses everyday stress to deliberately jam your higher receiving frequencies. When you are worried about rent, you cannot tune into the divine instructions for wealth. It is a biological block designed to keep your genius locked in a cage. But that cage is finally starting to crack wide open today. Every single time you chose to be kind, you built spiritual equity. Every time you forgave someone, you deposited gold into your heavenly account. That account has been compounding massive interest for decades behind the scenes. The payout is not going to be a slow trickle of coins. It is going to be a sudden and overwhelming flood of provision that changes absolutely everything. Let us look deeper into the heavy fog that clouds your mind every single day. The spiritual pain you carry is much heavier than any physical exhaustion you have ever felt. You walk into rooms and feel completely disconnected from the conversations around you. It feels like you are watching your own life through a thick wall of glass. You are desperately trying to find your way back to the light. You sit in silence and wonder if you missed a crucial step along the way. Society constantly tells you that your financial struggle is a direct result of your own laziness. They tell you to work harder and just think positive thoughts to attract more wealth. But you have tried every single logical method and you are still trapped in this endless cycle of lack. The frustration is absolutely paralyzing. Hear me very clearly right now, because this is the absolute truth. The lack in your bank account is not your fault. You are not failing because you lack ambition or intelligence or drive. You are trapped in a systemic financial drought that was intentionally designed to drain your specific frequency. The Matrix deliberately targets souls like yours to keep your massive potential locked away in the dark. The system knows that if you ever gain financial freedom, you will completely change the world. You are a cycle breaker, and you carry the exact blueprint to dismantle their control. So they created a reality where you have to trade all your divine energy just to survive. They forced you into a constant state of survival mode to keep your higher brain functions totally shut down. When you are constantly worried about paying for basic needs, your spirit cannot soar. Your biological receiving channel gets completely jammed by the heavy frequency of everyday stress. You cannot tune into the divine instructions for wealth because the static noise of survival is too loud. This is a deliberate interception of your original genius. They want you exhausted and doubting your own immense power. But heaven has seen the absolute purity of your heart through all this suffering. Even when you had nothing, you still found a way to give to others in need. You shared your last piece of bread, and you offered your time when you were completely drained. Your bank account may be empty, but your spiritual ledger is overflowing with massive deposits. You are infinitely wealthy in the unseen realm right now. It is time to bring that unseen wealth directly into your physical reality. Heaven responds to your actions and your bold declarations of faith. If your spirit confirms this truth right now, I need you to take a tiny step of agreement. Type 1111 in the comments if you believe and want to claim your miracle today. That small action is a powerful prophetic seal over your coming breakthrough. Do not look at the wealthy people of this world and feel any sense of shame. Much of the wealth you see around you is built on greed and exploitation and hollow promises. That kind of money comes with a massive spiritual debt that will eventually destroy them. Your path is completely different because your wealth is being prepared in the highest courts of heaven. Your provision comes with absolute peace and zero sorrow. Sudden wealth can actually destroy a person if their soul is not ready to carry the weight. That is exactly why you had to walk through the valley of shadow and lack for so long. The universe was using the fire of poverty to completely burn away your ego and your pride. You had to learn how to trust the divine timing when everything around you was falling apart. The crucible is finally over. You have passed the ultimate test of character, and your spirit is now fully forged. The heavy chains of generational poverty are rusting and breaking apart right at this very moment. You are about to step out of the shadows and walk directly into the blinding light of abundance. Everything you have endured is about to be rewarded with a massive harvest of pure joy. You are the pioneer who will show your family what true freedom actually looks like. The financial curse that has haunted your bloodline for centuries is terrified of your awakening. It knows that once you unlock this vault, you will never return to the cycle of begging. You are about to become the supreme architect of a brand new legacy for your children. Stop beating yourself up for the years you think you have wasted in this struggle. You did not waste a single second, because every heartbreak was a crucial lesson in empathy. You are going to use this coming wealth to heal the broken places in this dark world. The money is simply a tool that heaven is placing into your highly capable and trusted hands. Take a deep breath and let the heavy burden of financial shame completely leave your body. You are not a victim of circumstance, and you are certainly not a failure. You are a chosen vessel being polished for a spectacular display of divine favor. Stay closely connected to my voice, because the revelation is about to get much deeper. We must unmask the specific lie they told you. Let us completely reframe the illusion that has kept you trapped in despair for so long. You have been calling your financial struggle a curse. You have been looking at your empty bank account and believing that heaven has completely forgotten you. But what if I told you that your massive lack of resources was actually the most profound act of divine protection you will ever experience? Listen very closely to this next truth. Preparation without revelation is just meaningless pain. You must understand that the universe had to deliberately starve your old environment to force you out of it. If you had become wildly successful 5 years ago, you would have shared your wealth with the wrong people. You would have funded the exact toxic relationships that were secretly designed to completely destroy your spirit and drain your light. Heaven looked at your incredibly kind heart and knew you would give everything away. You are a spiritual pack mule who always tries to save everyone around you. So the divine realm placed a temporary freeze on your massive assets to protect the jackpot from scavengers. Your sudden poverty was not a punishment for your mistakes. It was an absolute quarantine to keep the energy vampires far away from your mega deposit. Now the room has been completely cleared and the counterfeits have finally left your life. You are standing alone, but you are completely safe and ready to receive the harvest. The delay you experienced was never a denial of your ultimate destiny. Delay is simply the divine positioning of the pieces on the board before the checkmate happens. You are exactly where you need to be right now. There are 3 distinct signs that prove you carry the heavy mantle of the breakthrough prophet. If you have these signs, then this sudden wealth is absolutely guaranteed for you. The first sign is that you constantly attract broken people who need your light, but they never stay when you need them. The second sign is your intense physical reaction to shallow gossip. You literally feel sick around fake people. The third sign is going to absolutely shock you because you thought it was a terrible flaw. The third sign is your total inability to function in a normal corporate matrix job. You cannot force yourself to care about the meaningless rules of the 9-to-5 grind. Your soul violently rejects the cubicle because you were born to be an originator of massive change. You are not lazy. You are just completely misaligned. The system labeled you as scattered or unfocused, but they were entirely wrong about your nature. You do not think outside the box because you see the box as a completely imaginary construct. You are the prototype for a brand new kind of spiritual warrior in this timeline. And because you are the prototype, you had to endure the heaviest testing to ensure your foundation was totally unbreakable. Take one slow breath right now and let that massive truth sink in. You are not behind schedule, and you did not miss your golden opportunity. The window of sudden wealth is opening right now because you are finally ready to carry the immense weight of the blessing. The pain was just the crucible melting away everything that was not pure gold. You are shining brilliantly in the unseen realm. Remember the fake blessing I warned you about earlier? The distraction that the enemy is going to send in the next 72 hours. You can easily recognize it because it will demand an immediate emotional reaction from you. It will try to make you panic and step out of your total peace. Do not engage with it at all. Stay completely still and let the illusion collapse on its own. Your silence in the face of chaos is your greatest weapon against the Matrix. When you refuse to panic, you short-circuit the enemy's entire control system. The direct funding line has already been established in the heavenly courts, and it bears your exact name. You do not need to fight or struggle to make it happen. You simply need to remain completely obedient to the quiet voice guiding you. This is where your profound isolation actually becomes your greatest strategic advantage. Because you are alone, the enemy cannot use your loved ones to manipulate your emotions right now. You have a completely clear channel to receive the divine instructions for wealth. The static noise is gone, and the signal is incredibly strong. You are about to download a massive financial blueprint directly from the source. The universe is about to show you exactly why you had to wait so incredibly long. When this mega deposit hits your life, it will happen with such massive force that it will shock everyone. The people who laughed at your dreams will be completely silenced by your undeniable rise. You are the cycle breaker, and your victory is totally sealed. You have lived your entire life thinking these strange occurrences were just random coincidences. You thought you were just terribly unlucky when things constantly fell apart. You thought your odd habits were just quirks of your personality. But the spiritual realm does not do random. Everything you have experienced is a deliberate pattern of divine preparation. Heaven has been leaving breadcrumbs for you to follow. It is time to finally connect the dots of your profound journey. Let us look at the undeniable signs that you are marked for this sudden wealth. The first major pattern is your disrupted sleep cycle, and you frequently wake up right around 3 in the morning for absolutely no logical reason. Your eyes snap open in the dark. Your chest feels incredibly heavy. Your mind starts racing instantly. You have been calling it insomnia or stress, but it is actually a massive divine download. During those quiet hours of the night, the Matrix is totally asleep. The heavy static of the world is completely turned off. That is the exact moment heaven chooses to transmit the highest frequencies directly into your weary spirit. Your body wakes up because the immense energy surge is simply too strong to sleep through. You are literally being rewired for abundance while the rest of the world rests. The second undeniable pattern is the massive shift in your social desires. Your circle of friends has become incredibly small over the last few years. You used to love being in the crowd and attending every social event. Now you deeply crave total silence and profound isolation. Small talk literally drains the life right out of your bones. You would rather sit alone in nature than pretend to care about empty gossip. If this describes your exact experience, I need you to confirm it right now. Type 777 in the comments to seal your alignment with this truth. That shrinking social circle is not depression, and it is certainly not anti-social behavior. It is a massive spiritual upgrade. The universe is intentionally clearing your physical space to make room for the incredible provision that is arriving. The third pattern is the one that has scared you the most recently. You have been experiencing intense brain fog and forgetting very simple things. You are a highly intelligent person. You have always been incredibly sharp and quick to solve complex problems. But lately your mind feels like it is walking through incredibly thick mud. You wonder if you are losing your edge completely. You are not losing anything. That frustrating brain fog is actually a protective biological reset. The Matrix deliberately overloaded your nervous system with survival stress for decades. Heaven is now forcing your logical brain to shut down so your deep spiritual intuition can fully take over. You cannot logic your way into sudden wealth. You must receive it through pure frequency and absolute trust in the unseen realm. Look back at every single tragedy you have survived in your lifetime. The enemy threw absolutely everything at you to completely break your gentle spirit. They scheduled the betrayal and they scheduled the quiet tears. But you did not just survive the immense pain they sent you. You used that pain as ink to rewrite the entire constitution of your bloodline. You turned their toxic poison into your ultimate power source. Pause for a moment right here. Take one slow breath. Let what just landed settle deeply into your weary spirit. You are the light bearer for a family tree that has been trapped in the dark for many generations. Your sudden wealth is not a lucky lottery ticket. It is the direct result of the massive spiritual equity you have built through years of silent and unrewarded suffering. The vault is yours. The system wants you to believe that wealth only comes to the ruthless. They want you to think you are too gentle or too kind to hold massive power. That is the greatest lie of the entire Matrix. Your pure heart is the exact reason you were chosen to steward this immense jackpot. Heaven knows you will not become corrupted by the money. You will use it to elevate everyone around you. Stay with me because we are approaching a very critical threshold. The administration of darkness is terrified of what you are learning today. Do not let your phone interrupt this sacred transmission. Whatever is asking for your attention right now can wait. We must unmask the specific mechanism they use to keep you poor. The final pieces of the puzzle are coming together right now. You are not ordinary, and you never were. You are the cycle breaker that heaven has been waiting for. The generational patterns that plagued your bloodline completely end with you today. The poverty stops here. The terrible struggle ends right now. You are stepping fully into the magnificent authority of the Chosen One. Prepare your heart, because the final revelation is about to be completely unveiled. Truth honors truth. Let what is real be named before another minute passes. You have tried willpower and you have tried working harder. But here is the absolute brutal truth. Your receiving channel is biologically jammed by years of matrix survival stress. You simply cannot outthink a closed frequency. Your beautiful spirit is wide awake, but your physical brain is trapped in a biological dead end. You are trying to download a massive divine deposit into a hard drive that the Matrix deliberately disconnected. They forced your mind into the heavy beta frequency of constant panic and endless worry. This is exactly why positive thinking never worked for you. You were repeating affirmations while your nervous system was completely locked in survival mode. The enemy systematically shut down your alpha state. That is the exact frequency where sudden wealth and divine instructions are easily received. You cannot fix this massive blockage with just more effort. The heavy lifting of the Matrix has exhausted your literal cells. What you need right now is a profound biological reset. God provides the vision, but sometimes you need specific spiritual tools to clear the heavy static from your mind. Before this message continues toward the final seal, you must know this. I am going to hand you the 7 divine instructions. This is not a simple suggestion. This is the exact key to force your alpha channel back open today. Anchor your spirit and listen closely to every single word. Instruction 1 is absolute morning silence. You must spend 10 minutes every single day in total quiet before touching your phone. The Matrix algorithm feeds on your precious morning energy. You must protect that sacred window, because that is when the wealth codes are actively downloaded into your mind. Instruction 2 is radical and complete detachment. You must permanently stop trying to save people who refuse to save themselves. You are a cycle breaker, but you are not their savior. Release their heavy burdens right now. If you keep carrying their bags, your hands will be too full to catch the blessing. Instruction 3 is the total rejection of panic. When a sudden bill arrives or a crisis hits, you must not react with fear. Fear feeds the exact biological blockade we are trying to break today. You must look at the empty bank account and laugh at the temporary illusion. The massive vault is already yours. Instruction 4 is the activation of verbal authority. You must speak out loud to the empty room when the doubt creeps in. You must declare that your bloodline is totally free from the poverty curse. Your spoken words literally rearrange the physical atoms in your environment. You carry that immense power. Instruction 5 is the sacred water covenant. When you drink a glass of pure water, you must visualize it completely, washing the heavy beta frequency from your tired mind. Water holds immense memory and deep vibration. Let it physically flush the toxic stress of the Matrix right out of your exhausted body. Instruction 6 is absolute and unconditional forgiveness. You do not forgive them because they deserve it. You forgive them for your own biological reset. Hidden anger keeps your alpha channel tightly locked in a cage. Let the bitter poison go today, so the sudden wealth can finally flow into your life. Instruction 7 is the ultimate surrender of control. You must permanently stop trying to figure out exactly how the sudden wealth will arrive. Your logical brain cannot possibly comprehend the massive divine mathematics at play. If you try to control the exact delivery method, you will block the shipment. I want to slow down for just a moment right here. Take one very slow breath. We are approaching the sacred threshold of your complete deliverance. This is exactly where the spiritual realm meets your biological reality. Place your hand directly over your heart right now. Feel the heavy armor falling away. I am going to release a specific prophetic prayer over your life. You must repeat these words out loud with me to seal this profound shift. I command every frequency of delay to leave my physical body right now. I completely revoke all access I ever gave to the energy vampires in my past. My alpha channel is completely wide open and ready to receive. I am the chosen cycle breaker, and my bloodline is totally free from the ancient lack. I do not operate in the heavy matrix frequency of survival anymore. I am deeply anchored in the divine timeline of absolute abundance and massive peace. The mega deposit is rightfully mine, and I claim it today. The sudden wealth is naturally flowing toward me from every single direction right now. I receive it with a pure and incredibly grateful heart. It is completely done. The heavy lifting is officially over for you today. The biological reset has been fully initiated in your nervous system. That warm and strange sensation in your chest is the undeniable proof of the massive shift. The alpha state is awake, and the vault is finally unlocked. Your frequency is completely clear, and the jackpot is rushing toward you. I told you at the beginning of this transmission that there was a specific instruction waiting for you. The time for that absolute verdict has finally arrived. Listen carefully, because the atmosphere in your room is changing right now. The heavy lifting is officially over. You no longer have to fight the invisible war alone. It is time to completely shed the false coat of the spiritual pack mule. You are stripping away the old identity that constantly lived in fear and lack. You no longer have to beg for a seat at tables you have totally outgrown, because you are building your massive empire today. The people who doubted you will simply have to watch. Heaven is making you the absolute gold standard for your entire bloodline. Place your hand on your heart and feel the quiet certainty building inside you. You are exactly where you are supposed to be at this exact second. The sudden wealth is no longer a distant dream, but it is a profound biological and spiritual reality locking into place right now. I declare that the massive vault of heaven is permanently open over your life. Every single tear you cried in the dark has been converted into pure gold. The matrix can no longer drain your vital energy, because your divine frequency is entirely sealed and protected by the highest unseen courts. You are utterly untouchable. The heavy cycle of endless generational poverty completely shatters today. Do not look back at the people who walked away when you were struggling. They were never meant to carry the massive weight of this incoming glory. You are the cycle breaker, standing at the very peak of the mountain. You survived the bitter cold, and you survived the absolute darkest nights of your entire existence. The sunrise is finally here. Feel the absolute peace washing over your tired shoulders right at this moment. You do not have to figure out the exact math of how the provision arrives. The universe knows exactly how to route the massive mega deposit into your physical hands without any logical explanation from the outside world. Your only job is to remain in this beautiful state of total surrender. You have already won the war. Everything you thought you lost is being restored to you 100-fold. The years that the enemy stole from your youth are being completely refunded. You are stepping into a season of effortless manifestation and undeniable favor. Every door that was previously slammed in your face by the arrogant gatekeepers of this world is being violently ripped off its hinges today. Walk straight through them. Let the deep spiritual relief flow through every single cell in your body. You are completely safe now. The frantic survival mode is officially turned off forever. You are breathing the pure air of total financial freedom and massive cosmic alignment, while the old systems crumble away beneath your feet. You are the breakthrough prophet, and your mighty decree has shifted the entire timeline. That quiet, burning longing you carried in your chest has finally been answered. You always knew you were destined for something much bigger than ordinary life. You bravely held onto that tiny spark even when the storm tried to drown it out. The spark is now a massive roaring fire that nobody can ever extinguish. You are radiating absolute power. This is the exact moment your reality completely splits from the old matrix. The struggle paradigm is dissolving into absolute nothingness right before your eyes. You are entering the golden age of your own personal expansion and boundless wealth, because you successfully passed the most brutal tests of the unseen realm. Heaven is stamping your spirit with the ultimate seal of massive, undeniable victory. It is done. Take another very slow breath in through your nose and out your mouth. The immense pressure in your chest is completely gone because the divine mandate has safely landed. You do not have to desperately search for the hidden answers anymore. The answers have finally found you. You are completely wrapped in the loving protection of the Most High Creator of the entire universe. Your financial accounts are rapidly aligning with your new high-frequency state. The sudden wealth is not a test. It is the permanent reward for your profound faithfulness. Do not shrink back when the massive blessing finally arrives at your front door. Open your arms incredibly wide and accept every single ounce of the massive prosperity you absolutely deserve. You are the chosen pioneer of an entirely new era of spiritual abundance. Your children and their children will forever know your incredibly legendary name. You boldly cut the heavy chains of generational lack with the sword of your pure spirit, while the dark forces trembled in absolute fear. The dark cycle is broken. The blinding light of sudden and endless wealth is your new permanent reality. That is the quiet seal over your entire existence. The miraculous work is completely finished. I want you to close your eyes and look exactly 18 months into the future. You are waking up in a beautiful home, and the heavy anxiety about bills is entirely gone from your memory forever. You are drinking your morning coffee. Your heart is completely overflowing with immense joy. Your family is fully protected under your massive shield of provision. You are funding the dreams of the people you truly love, and you are doing it from a place of endless overflow instead of bitter exhaustion. You finally have the immense resources to heal the broken parts of your community because the sudden wealth has given you massive leverage. You are the origin point of a completely brand new generational timeline. The struggle is officially history. People will look at your massive sudden wealth and wonder exactly how you did it. They will ask for your secret strategy. You will just smile because you know it was a pure divine interception. You did not manipulate the matrix to get here. You simply surrendered to the highest frequency of heaven. You let the absolute mega deposit naturally fall directly into your open hands. You are walking in total victory. Your massive transformation will physically alter the atmosphere of every single room you enter. When you speak, people will listen because they will feel the immense authority resting heavily on your shoulders. You are no longer the quiet spiritual pack mule carrying everyone else. You are the fully activated light bearer, holding the torch for thousands of wandering souls. The profound respect you always deserved is finally here. You will travel to places you only ever saw in your vivid dreams. The heavy borders of the matrix can no longer contain your massive expansion. You will walk on foreign shores, and you will feel the ancient frequencies confirming your total victory. Your health will completely restore itself because the toxic stress is permanently gone. Your physical body will finally match the incredible beauty of your bright soul. Before you step back out into the physical world, there are 3 small invitations to extend this powerful alignment. Heaven always responds to bold action and not just quiet intention. If your spirit recognizes the absolute truth of what was just spoken, you must seal the covenant today. Do not walk away from this sacred moment, leaving your massive breakthrough sitting quietly on the table. Partner with this divine mandate by sowing a seed of faith today. You can place your offering in the super thanks or through the pinned comment. Your seed is a prophetic yes that tells the entire universe you are completely ready to receive the harvest. It is a physical action that locks your spiritual frequency into this exact timeline of sudden wealth. Give exactly as your heart is gently led. Your financial seed is incredibly powerful when planted in fertile spiritual soil. It completely breaks the hoarding mentality of the old matrix. It proves that you trust heaven to endlessly multiply whatever you freely give away to others in need. Do not leave this massive energetic exchange empty-handed. Seal your profound alignment right now and watch how violently the universe moves to reward your immense faith. You must also protect this new alpha frequency every single day. Subscribe to this channel right now to stay constantly plugged into this exact prophetic stream. The enemy will try to pull you back into the heavy beta frequency of fear tomorrow. But every time you return here, you will be instantly realigned with the immense power of the Chosen One. Make this your permanent spiritual sanctuary. Leave a comment below declaring your exact city and nation right now. We must see the remnant rising from every single corner of the globe. When you publicly declare your presence, you are telling the enemy that you are no longer hiding in the shadows. You are standing shoulder to shoulder with millions of other chosen ones who carry the exact same cosmic vibration. We are absolutely unbreakable together. Share this exact message with someone who desperately needs to hear it. You know exactly who has been carrying a heavy burden lately. Be their quiet angel today by sending them this specific divine decree, and your simple act of sharing might be the exact miracle they need. We are building an unstoppable army of cycle breakers all across the entire world. Place your hand on your heart one final time. Take a very deep breath and hold it for just 3 seconds. Release it slowly and let every tiny bit of remaining doubt leave your physical body forever. You are the chosen pioneer of your bloodline. The incredible sudden wealth is already yours. The magnificent golden doors are completely wide open. Step boldly into your brand new reality today.